Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. We are going to do a craft this morning of a little puppy dog because we did some stories a little while ago to do with dogs. We read Otis and the Puppy and we read Zorro Gets an Outfit. And so because we read those stories, I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a little dog craft. And this is one that you can do at home, and you don't have to know how to sew to be able to make it. It's made from a washcloth or face cloth, and it's really fun. So we're gonna give it a try today. I've got all of the supplies here. So you'll need to ask a parent if you can use a washcloth. Even an older one or one that's pink or green or any color can work. Doesn't really matter. It'll be fun no matter what your dog looks like. So you'll need a washcloth and then some pieces of felt. I have brown for the ears and black for the nose and red for the tongue, but you can kind of use whatever you have at home. And I have a couple of googly eyes to stick on, and you'll need 2 elastics. You can use hair elastics if that's all you have at home. I just have regular elastics here. And you'll also need some white glue and a pair of scissors. And you can get some help with those if you're younger and you need a little bit of help, you can ask. So let's give this a try and see how it goes. So we start by taking one edge of our cloth and rolling it towards the middle. And we stop when we get right about the middle, and then we start on the other side and do the same thing. So here we are, we have this nice long piece right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half. So just like this. There you go, you can see what that looks like. Then we're going to take our first elastic, we're going to put it down over top. And what we're doing right now is we're making the legs for our puppy. So you can put the elastic down a little bit. You can kind of see that those look a little bit like legs. So you can put this around a few times. There we go. So those are going to be our legs. And then we take, this one, it looks a little bit tricky, but it's not too bad. We want to make the nose for our dog. So what we do is, see how we have this top piece right here? We take that and we kind of pinch it down like this. So that's what it looks like from the side. And then we take our second elastic and we wrap it around the front. So just like this. And then you can kind of puff this back part up a bit. And you can start to see the shape of the puppy. There we go. And now what we really need to do to make it look like a puppy is to add the face. So I'm going to take my scissors, and I've got my little brown piece of felt here, and I'll show you what kind of shape we want to make. A kind of an ear shape. You'll see what it looks like. There we go. Looks like a little doorway, sort of. So it looks like this, and we want to make 2 of those. So that's the first one. Doesn't really matter if they're not quite the same size. Just whatever you want to do is fine. So we'll cut out 2 of those. So there's our ears. And then I'm going to use just a small piece of my black felt. And you know what? You can just cut a circle or square, whatever you want for the nose. But I cut a heart shape. And the easiest way to do that is just by taking a little piece of felt and folding it in half and cutting a half a heart. Because then you get a really nice heart when you open it up. Let's take a look and see. So it's hard to see because it's black, but that's what it looks like. So when you cut it, you just cut a little shape that kind of looks like this. Here, I'll put it on the table too so you can see it. Oop. And then when it opens up, it looks like that. So that's going to be our nose. And then we want another shape that looks, well, very similar to these, and that's going to be for our dog's tongue. So I've got my red felt, and I'm just going to cut this. You can have a long tongue or a short tongue, whatever you want. So I've got a third shape that looks like this. And then I've got my googly eyes. So now I need my glue. And let's put the ears on first. They go at the back. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right along the bottom. And Just stick that right on. Now, if you want to, before I glue my second ear on, I'll show you this. You can make a dog that has ears that stick up like this, or maybe you've seen dogs that have ears that kind of go like this on the sides. So you can do your ears so that they stick out like that, or they stick up like this, whatever you like. So we'll do some more glue right here, stick that on. Now let's see, what shall we do next? How about we do the tongue? So we'll put some glue on the tongue. I'm gonna put it on both sides just to make sure I get enough on there. Just on the end. And then right at the front here, if you go like this, you can see that this opens up a little bit. And I just wanna make it so it looks like the tongue is inside the mouth of the dog. So I just stick it in there and the glue should hold it in place when it dries. There we go, he's got his tongue sticking out. And let's put on his nose. I don't know if I left enough room for his nose. There we go. Maybe I'll make his nose a little tiny bit smaller. I didn't leave a lot of room for it there. There we go. Okay, so I'll put some glue right on the nose and we'll stick that right on the front. And then we'll put on some googly eyes. Oh, and I was gonna tell you, if you have an extra little bit of brown felt left when you are finished, you can add a little tail to the back of your puppy dog. I'll turn my other one around and show you what it looks like. But you don't have to, whatever you want. So there we go, we've got our puppy right there. And the first one that I made, I took a little piece of brown felt and just stuck it right on the back. So you can do that if you want for a tail. So now my dog has a friend. There we go, oops, his ear fell down. There we are. So there you go, so easy peasy. All you need is a washcloth and some felt, some elastics, glue, and some scissors, and you can have your own dog at home. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you soon.